So I was going to make a video on all the new cool stuff added recently, well not added, but shown off recently for Evolution 3, but it turns out, surprisingly, that all the big Jurassic YouTubers have already done that, so I thought, there's no real, I don't see why I should do that and just copy them, so instead we're just going to talk about what I'd like to see in a Jurassic World Chaos Theory DLC for Evolution 3 instead, because why not? So if you enjoyed today's video, do leave a like, subscribe, comment. I guess we got like 30 likes last video, so let's try and get, I don't know, 40. Amazing. Anyway, let's just begin. Alright, so just starting, obviously with Evolution 3 we don't know how the DLCs are going to be like yet. I imagine we'll not only get new dinosaurs, I reckon we'll get scenery packs, which we'll talk about with Chaos Theories momentarily soon. But basically the reason I think that a Chaos Theory DLC is very likely is, one, its release date. So basically Evolution 3 comes out on the 20-something of October, 21st or 3rd I think, and then literally a month later on November 20th, Chaos Theory Season 4, the final season, comes out. So I reckon there's a good chance that we could see a Chaos Theory DLC around just after the release of the show's final, and that will add some things which we'll talk about now. So anyway, what could be added in this pack? So let's not start with dinosaurs because that's easy. Let's say that they do add scenery item building packs with each DLC, which I assume they will, with how that's what you get with like the deluxe edition and stuff. There's some interesting building things we could probably get with Chaos Theory. I reckon we can get like Kenji's trailer park. There will be other things, stuff for like a ranch from Sammy's Sammy's building, house, farm, whatever you want to call it. And there'll be other things you'll be able to get, I imagine, to be able to build interesting things. Maybe just references to the show, because there is already a reference to the show in game. In one of the trailers, as you can see on screen, they call something Dark Jurassic in the cellars, which is a nice little Easter egg, you could say, to the show. I'm really not sure what they could add to the building things, because we don't have a full idea of what the building stuff will be like in the game. Yeah, we know that it's building, obviously, but I mean we don't know what they would add in packs, so that's kind of just a guess. And also, I just think that'd be nice. And then when it comes to dinosaurs, obviously, anyway, as I was trying to say there before I started like not being able to speak apparently, dinosaur skins, we'll start with skins. There will be a skin for the Suchomimus, obviously, a skin for the Majungasaurus, and right now they're the only two dinosaurs I can think that would need a skin, because is they the only two? I guess Tyrannosaurus could get a skin as well. I don't know if there's much of a difference between the in-game one and the, the Chaos Theory one, but I guess they can get a skin. That's all I can think of dinosaur-wise, skin-wise right now. I'm sure there's something I'm missing, but I haven't watched the show in like a couple months, so I can't remember fully. And then dinosaurs, the more interesting one, I believe the only new species that isn't in Evolution already is the Beckle Spinax. I just remember the skin. Leucistic Baryonyx. They can add that as a skin. That would be a really good skin. I want that as a skin. That is actually the skin I'd want the most. So there is something new that I forgot. Anyway, back to dinosaurs. Beckle Spinax, obviously. Amazing dinosaur. Also, I believe the only dinosaur that isn't in the game yet, that's in, because I think every other new dinosaur in the show is in the game already. Because, a lot of the new dinosaurs are dinosaurs that people know, they're just not in the films yet. So I'm not sure if there is any other dinosaurs. I'm going to quickly check actually, and then I'll be back here to tell you if I was right or not. But I'm pretty sure it's just the Beckle Spinax. So yeah, let's see. Yes, I was missing some things. Smoothie, obviously, they can add that skin now that there's baby dinosaurs of sorts. Not quite that baby, but there are baby dinosaurs. We will be able to have a Smoothie skin in Evolution 3, so that's cool. And of course, the most pressing thing that needs to be added, the American crow. Not quite as cool as other crow species, but I really think having the crow in-game will be amazing, and it will honestly be worth any price of DLC. If the DLC costs 20 quid, if we get that crow, it's worth it. There's some other birds like seagulls and whatnot they can add, but who cares about them when you can have a American crow. Amazing. So yeah, I believe that's everything that could realistically be added. I'm sure I'm missing something, but you know, until we see the first DLC, unless this is the first DLC of course, but normally they start with a smaller DLC pack before they do a, you know, a movie or TV show based one. Anyway, this, actually to be fair, Rebirth may be the first DLC. I think Rebirth will be the first DLC. But until then, until we feed the first DLC that isn't the deluxe edition, I guess we won't really know how DLCs will work. Anyway, that's enough from me. If you enjoyed today's video, do leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you whenever I see you, I guess.